Hello everyone, this is the 2023 Global Business Forum for SDGs. SDGs are Sustainable Development Goals. This goal was launched by United Nations in 2015, and the aim of these goals to have a prosperous and peaceful world. Welcome to 2023 Global Business Forum for SDGs. These SDGs are Sustainable Development Goals, and these goals were launched in 2015 by United Nations in order to bring peace and justice and end poverty in this world. The 17 SDGs are number 1, end poverty, number 2, zero hunger, number 3, good health, number 4, quality education, number 5, gender equality, number 6, clean air, number 7, clean water, number 8, good economic growth, number 9, sustainable inventors, number 10, reduced inequalities, number 11, sustainable cities, number 12, sustainable consumption, number 13, climate action, number 14, life underneath water, number 15, life on earth, number 16, peace and justice, and number 17, partnership. And the goal and aim of this SDGs is year 2030. Very important to implement all of them. And these are for everyone, for peace, justice, and make one world with no hunger, with no health issues, and just peace and peace. This is in the United Nations headquarters, 2023, 18 July. These are the Sustainable Development Goals. You see.
MC for today's event and the exceptional panels that we have this morning. I'm very excited about the program that we have planned, and I want to start by thanking Ms. Gita Samoa, the UN Resident Coordinator Thailand, who just moderated the virtual hour that just occurred. It provided us with an opportunity to connect with our global audience and to hear how businesses across Africa, Asia and Pacific, and Brazil are driving forward SDG action. So before we get started with the first panel, just a few housekeeping notes. First, I hope that everybody has had the opportunity to
SDG Global Business Forum.
All facing challenges on every front. Crisis, conflict, poverty, rising inequalities, and after we submit research with the SDGs agenda. We all have a duty to act now and act together. That's why I put forward an SDG stimulus to scale up affordable long-term financing and achieve sustainable development goals. We need to mobilize much greater support from biodiversity and environments to education, food systems, digital transition, decent jobs, and social protection. Private sector leadership is essential. You can put sustainability and low-carbon patterns of production front and center across business models, supply and value chains. And you can contribute to accelerating climate action by developing ambitious, credible and verifiable net zero plans in line with the recommendations of my high-level expert group on net zero plans. Shifting away from fossil fuels and boosting investment in renewable energy, and working with the public sector to improve access to technologies and funding for the developing world. I thank you for your commitment, but I urge you to go further and faster to unlock the full potential of the private sector as a catalyst for sustainable development. We need every business to join the movement of sustainability reporting and disclosure, and creating a culture of accountability and trust, and to put pressure on governments to adopt necessary measures. We need every company to make a difference where it matters most, on the ground. 2023 must be a turning point. Leaders must come to the SDG Summit in September and deliver on a rescue plan for people and planet. So ambitious action we can build a more sustainable and inclusive future for all. And I thank you.
The rescue plan for people and the planet depends on all stakeholders coming together and joining forces to deliver on the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development in the years we have left. And as the envoy of youth, I will not be doing my job if I don't stress the importance of young people and their role as entrepreneurs, innovators, consumers, employers, employees, workers, when it comes to businesses and ensuring sustainability of businesses. Particularly in the scope of today's SDG Business Forum, I want to urge all partners represented here today to ensure that young people are full-fledged partners in
The world has entered a poly-crisis era, and SDG progress is threatened by the climate crisis, conflict, a gloomy global economic outlook, and lingering COVID-19 effects. The latest assessment of the SDG targets paints a concerning picture. 15% are on track. 48% are moderately or severely off track, and 37% have stagnated or regressed. The world continues to grapple with lingering COVID-19 effects. 1 in 3 people worldwide struggle with moderate to severe food security. 25 million children missed out on routine immunizations in 2021. 6 million more than in 2019. And 4 in 5 countries studied saw learning losses. COVID-19 has also triggered the largest increase in between-country inequality in 3 decades. The world could face big misses across the goals by 2030. Under current trends, by 2030, and gender equality is still 300 years away. At the current rate, it will take 300 years to end child marriage, 286 years to close gaps in legal protection and remove discriminatory laws, 140 years to achieve equal representation in leadership and workplace. The Earth is at a tipping point, and we are standing at the brink of climate calamity. Heat waves, droughts, flooding, and wildfires have become far too frequent. The rate of sea level rise has doubled in the last decade, threatening hundreds of millions of people in coastal communities. We are at war with ourselves and nature. We need to safeguard our ocean and preserve biodiversity. War and conflict are inflicting a devastating toll on the SDGs. As of December 2022, over 108 million people worldwide have been forcibly displaced from their homes, 2.5 times the number a decade ago. Developing countries and the world's poorest and most vulnerable are bearing the brunt. As of November 2022, 37 out of 69 of the poorest countries were in debt distress or at high risk of it. Progress in some areas illustrates promising potential for further advancements. 800 million people connected to electricity between 2015 and 2021. 146 countries already met or are on track to meet the under 5 mortality target. effective HIV treatment has cut global AIDS-related deaths by 52% since 2010. Unleashing innovation and technologies powers progress. Medium, high, and high technology industries demonstrated robust growth. 95% of the world has mobile broadband access, and 2 in 3 people use the internet. We must make the next 7 years count. We can and must turn things around. But the clock is ticking. To deliver a rescue plan for people and planet, the Secretary General has identified 5 key areas for urgent action. 1. Recommit to transformative SDG action. 2. Advance inclusive policies for equality. 3. Strengthen capacity for SDG progress. 4. Recommit financing SDGs for all. 5. Strengthen UN system for SDGs. World leaders will unite at SDG.
Manage conflicts are a decisive characteristic. And this will hopefully enable us to resist pressure for short-sighted adjustments, to learn from mistakes and correct course, and to maintain this sense of urgency. And that's the main change. And you can do it.
Yeah, I'll lead with one thing that the private sector does have much to contribute, and he is willing to contribute and is contributing in this space. They need more support from the
firm of yours, but you also want to have a general framework on which the country operates and sees and develops their priorities as your country. So I will put 2 more examples of how India sector a sound set of partnerships is essential. One is short-term and one is long-term. In the short-term, mostly with your own government, but also the host governments of all new routes and sources that will have to cooperate not only serving in a different way, with new relationships and with a new sensibility for, again, scope 1 and 2.
It's about quality and making sure that it goes where it's needed to go to achieve the SDGs. So the first question we were looking at today is what constitutes an enabling environment at the scale of private financing for the SDGs, as opposed to the question we asked 10 years ago, which is what's an enabling environment at the scale of private finance? The second sets of questions, the second way is
business leaders to share their experiences and insights to overcome our collective challenges. As we have heard today, decades of development progress is progressing under the combined impacts of the climate disaster, conflict, the COVID-19 pandemic, economic turmoil, and rising inequality. In the wake of these crises, the well-being of society and the health of the planet and the long-term sustainability of businesses are interconnected. We're at a crucial midpoint in the 2030 agenda, with only 7 years left to shift the world on a 1.5 degrees Celsius trajectory, reducing global inequalities and achieving the SDGs. The upcoming SDG summit during the UN General Assembly's high-level week in September must be a rallying cry to the entire world to pivot from
SDG Global Business Forum 2023 Sustainable Development Goals. SDG 5 is for gender equality. Gender inequality starts from the mother's home. I heard my mother's pain when I was in her home. I heard her whispers. I heard her agony. I felt her pain, and I knew the world I'll be encountering with lots of cruelty and brutality and injustice. And any kind of injustice, discrimination, abuse against women and girls at marketplace, work, and community, and any kind of discrimination towards women. And let's treat women as an equal human being on this earth. Gender equality is SDG 5. Sustainable Development Goal by United Nations is to end discrimination and abuse against women. Women are created as like any other human, and men and women should be equal. So the awareness of this gender equality for SDG 5 is to aware all the women in this world to know their values and their power and their justice, and end any kind of discrimination against women and their rights. This is United Nations headquarters, SDG Global Business Forum. Global Business Forum for SDGs 2023 is mainly focusing on climate action, gender equality, and corruption and justice. In today's world, climate change has become the biggest threat. The seawater level is rising and climate is no longer going to exist the way it is right now. Millions of people around the world has been lost their home, has been lost their peace because of war and conflict. We need to emphasize on global peace, and for mankind, we need to stand together to protect our humanity, to protect the conflicts that occurs from war. We need to establish peace and justice on this planet. Welcome to 2023 Global Business Forum for SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. And one of the SDGs is SDG 16 for peace and justice. And let's emphasize on peace and justice on this earth, and let's work all together towards this goal.
I know, I can feel this. Sorry.
Millions of people today has lost their home, has been displaced because of cruel war and conflict around the world. Today is the time to fight for peace, not for war, to fight for harmony, not for conflict. SDG 16 for peace and justice. We should not wait for 2030. It's time for us now to work for peace and justice. 2023 Global Business Forum for SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. It's time to stand right now for peace and justice. My prayer to the nations, my brothers and sisters, let's stand under one sky with one heart and one soul, and to establish in this world peace, harmony, dignity, and equality. That should be our goal. That should be our path to walk on this world. SDG Business Forum is actually welcoming for peace and justice on this earth. and we don't make just 2030 to our plan. Let's start it from today, and that should be our mantra now. This is the time now. United Nations Global Compact, and Kofi Annan is the founder of United Nations Global Compact. Actually, his one step has inspired all of us, all the young entrepreneurs, to work for our own entrepreneurships, our ventures, and that is very important to become a leader no matter what, wherever you stay, whatever you do, what color you are. Just work something from inside your soul. Invent something that will help for the mankind. And see, this is the example, the lead example, role model to be an entrepreneur and to have that great wishes to serve mankind. This is the sign of non-violence. Non-violence was created by Carl Friedrich after his friend John Lennon was murdered. The knotted gun image reflects the goal and ideals of the UN, is an inspirational symbol of peace and hope, cherished by people around the world. My prayer to the nation, my brothers and sisters, let's stand under one sky, one soul, and one mind. And let's make this world a home for peace, dignity, equality, and harmony. And that should be the message for today, tomorrow, and beyond. 2030 Global Business Forum for SDGs. It's not for 2030, it's for now. For peace, justice, harmony, climate actions, and gender equality. Let's make this planet Earth a home of peace and hope. Global Business Forum for SDGs was a great lesson for me to work on the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, to work to establish peace and justice on this earth, to work with the climate and make this planet a better place, and work for women's rights, human rights, to end injustice, discrimination, and just not wait for 300 years. That's a long time. Let's work on now, today. The 2023 Global Business Forum for Sustainable Development Goals. As you can see, in front of the UN headquarters gate, we have the goals. The 2023 Global Business Forum was a step towards peace, justice, equality, and harmony. And let's just don't wait for 2030 to implement all these goals. Let's start it from today, now.